Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening everyone. Welcome to another session. So from today till our main examination, we will be having a detailed everyday GATE XL practice session. So just make sure that you're coming in daily and you're practicing and you're revising and doing the questions in the best manner. Just confirm whether the audio and video is clear to you or not. So this is day 2. We already had day 1 discussed in, right, in which we had questions discussed. We tried to solve as many questions as possible. So today this is the second segment of it. Let's begin with the class. So if you're someone who's preparing for the June 2026 examination, we have our rankers batch. We started off with the rankers batch. Today was an introductory session. So from 5th of January, the course begins, that is today. So from today till the main examination, you have this entire batch for you, which will help you to prepare for the June 2026 examination, right? We also have our exam cracker modules available, which includes 2 exam cracker books and 1 previous year question paper, which is available for 1399. The entire set you can get for 1399, which is the limited period offer till 8th of January. If you are someone who's preparing for the GATE, so we have our GATE XL content also provided to you now. We have our ebooks, we have our revision capsules, and we have the mock test series available for you, which would help you out in revising, recalling, practicing and everything for the GATE exam, right? You can contact us on this number for any of the queries. And just a quick recap, we have our rankers batch starting from today. So let's begin, and if you wish, you can join in our Lakshya batch as well, which is a free guidance series which is available on Telegram. The link of all of these things can be found in the description, so check it out and join in. Let's begin. Question is, which of the following molecules does not contain phosphoanhydride bonds? So this is a previous segment question. All the questions that we are doing today is of the GATE 2025 paper, okay, the latest paper we are discussing the questions of. So it's good to practice out as many questions as possible. First question is, which of the following molecules does not contain phosphoanhydride bonds? Try it out everyone. Yes, give it a try to the question. Very easy. Which of the following bonds or which of the following molecule does not contain phosphoanhydride bonds? And every day we will be having our class at 4 p.m. only. So make sure that you join in. It's a timing which is like comfortable to a number of students. So you can join live on daily basis and solve out as many questions as possible. Preparation is the key. I am telling you, preparation is something that is, practice is the key, because the more you practice, the better result you are going to get. And if you feel like कि बिना questions करे सब हो जाएगा, that's not the case. You will have to make sure that you are practicing out daily, you are preparing in the best manner with previous year questions and everything, okay. Let's see, which of the following molecule does not contain phosphoanhydride bond? So when you learn about this segment, so fructose 1,6-bisphosphate does not contain the phosphoanhydride bond. Except for this, all other contain the same. So adenosine diphosphate, adenosine triphosphate and pyrophosphate, all 3 of them contain it, except for the fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. I have added up the detailed information as well. If you want to download this PDF, I'll provide this PDF on the Telegram group itself. So make sure that you join it and get it from there. You can get the link for Telegram channel on the description box. Next question. So The questions that you see, they are from directly the PDF which is available on the main site, so you'll find some background things as well. Question is, when we learn about the Michaelis-Menten equation, so there are various competitions, like there are various type of inhibitors, competitive, non-competitive, uncompetitive. Question is asking you, if you have competitive inhibitor being there, so which of the following occurs? Like, do you have increase in Km and Vmax? Do you have both things decreasing, both things increasing, one increasing, no effect to the other, and decrease in the Km and does not affect Vmax? So you have to mark the answer accordingly. Give it a try to the question, everyone. Try to mark the answer in a bit quick manner as well, because that's something which is very important, because time management again helps you a lot, right? So mark the answer for this. And see, if you observe the previous year questions, you will see that questions are very factual, right? Majority of the questions are very factual. So if you are looking for something to revise these facts on a very quick note, we have curated a revision capsule for all the subjects. Okay, so that is something that can help you in revising everything in one place. So make sure, if you are looking for a revision segment, you can get the revision capsules as well. Currently till 8th of January we have flat 30% off also available, so you can join in accordingly. Very good. Let's see. So in a competitive inhibition, what do we get to see? We get to see that there is increase in the Km, but it does not affect the Vmax, right? So increase in Km and does not affect Vmax. In the same format, can you write down how does the change occur for the uncompetitive inhibition? Yes. If I am talking about the same question, but if I ask you that what will happen to Vmax and Km in case of uncompetitive inhibition, what will be the answer? Write down in the chat section, everyone. What will be the answer? Can you recall? If it is uncompetitive inhibition, how will you see the Vmax and Km increasing or decreasing or getting altered altogether? Make sure you recall that after the class. Okay, next question. Let's try out this particular question, or let's go for this question. If I talk about the immunological concept of MHC1, major histone compatibility 1. So question is, peptide binding cleft in the case of your MHC1 is formed by which of the following? Question is, if I talk about MHC1, so what happens to the peptide binding cleft? So alpha 1, alpha 2, like it is formed by which of the following? Alpha 1, alpha 2 domains, alpha 1 and 3, one domain and B is microglobulin part, and A is alpha globulin, alpha 2 globulin and beta 2 microglobulin join in to form the cleft. So what is the answer for this? Think about it. Yes. What will be the answer for this segment? What should be the answer? Peptide binding cleft in the MHC1 is formed by which of the following? So let's see. So your peptide binding cleft for MHC class 1, it is formed by your alpha 1 and alpha 2 domains of the heavy chain. Beta 2 microglobulin provides structural support but does not form the cleft. Very good, switch. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. So the peptide binding cleft is formed by the alpha 1 and alpha 2, and the functionality of your microglobulin is to provide the structural support and not help in the formation of the cleft altogether. Okay, so A is the answer. Next question. Let's try this. Let's go for all the factual questions right now. Which of the following is or are peptide hormone? So, you're given a number of different hormones: calcitonin, glucagon, serotonin and thyroxine. So, which of the following is 113? Yes, you have very high chances, like 99.9% you're qualifying this time. So, good luck. Which of the following is or are peptide hormones? Calcitonin, glucagon, serotonin and thyroxine. बहुत easily आपका JRF हो जाएगा. Don't worry about it. Just take a good relaxed break for yourself. Don't worry. Last time the cutoff was 103, so you have very high chance of qualifying. Congratulations. Mark the answer for this, everyone. Which of the following is or are peptide hormones? Calcitonin, glucagon, serotonin, thyroxine. Mark it. And if you wish to solve in the questions on daily basis, join in at 4 p.m. over here. Ask in your doubts, get the doubts cleared, and if you are seriously preparing for the GATE examination, we have a free guidance group ongoing, like very free guide, like every single day I post up the segment for you all on the Lakshya batch. So join in there, it's completely free. Today only we have started the botany segment. We have already completed the GATE segment where we had 6 tasks and 1 NAT was given, like numerical segment was provided to you with 100 questions. All these are completely free of cost, and every evening you have a test conducted in. So if you wish to join in, you can join over there. So this is the batch that I'm talking about. This is completely free. डोंट वरी, जो CSIR कट ऑफ देगा हम उस कट ऑफ से सोचेंगे. अभी आप इतना टेंशन मत लो बच्चे. 113 इज़ अ वेरी गुड स्कोर. डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. आपने बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया है इसके लिए. टेक अ रिलैक्स्ड हॉलीडे फॉर योर सेल्फ. जब रिजल्ट आएगा तब देखेंगे, जब कट ऑफ आएगी तब देखेंगे. तब तक क्यों टेंशन लेना. एंड रैंडमली कोई कैसी भी, लाइक नो वन कैन प्रिडिक्ट द फाइनल कट ऑफ, राइट, कि 115 कट ऑफ जाएगी. आज तक तो CSIR की हिस्ट्री में 115 कट ऑफ नहीं गई है. सो आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स इवन पॉसिबल. डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. Okay, let's see the answer. Which of the following is or are peptide hormones? So A and B, both of these. So what type of question is this? Yes, what is this question type? It is MSQ, multiple select question. Calcitonin and glucagon, both of these are peptide hormones. Calcitonin is made up of almost 32 amino acids and glucagon is made up of almost 29 amino acids, right? So serotonin is an amine which is from tryptophan and thyroxine H4. T4, it is an iodated tyrosine derivative which is not a peptide. Okay, so keep a note, this is a MSQ. Remember this. Next question, which of the following is R? See how to identify whether it's a multiple choice, like one single is correct or two is correct. See over here, which of the following is or are. The question itself is asking you to find whether one or more than one are peptide hormones, right? So read the question carefully for the same. Next is, which of the following is or are heteropolysaccharide. Again, it is also A multiple select question, you might have 1 correct, you might have 2 correct. So mark the answer for this now. Chitin, cellulose, herpin and corditon 4 sulfate or corditin 4 sulfate. Mark the answer. So you can join in our Telegram group, and if you wish to like revise all of these things, I'm sharing a revision capsule segment also with you. Let me share it from here. Mark it. Very good. Very good, Aditi. Okay, so this is the revision capsule I'm talking about. You can WhatsApp me as well for any of the sample. So let's see which of the following is or are heteropolysaccharide. So what's the correct answer? A and D is the correct answer. Very good, Aditi, very good. So both of these are glycoaminoglycans that are made up of repeating disaccharides. 2 different monosaccharides are there, so that is why we call. What do you mean by heteropolysaccharide? Hetero means different, right? So chitin and cellulose, both of these are homopolysaccharide. Polysaccharide means, like poly means many. Question is asking us about the heteropolysaccharides, right? So hetero means when you have different types of saccharides joined in together. Homopolysaccharide means when we have many saccharides but of similar variety or of similar structure joined in, right? Okay, next question. Okay, we can do this. This one is NAT, that is your numerical ability question. A DNA double helix measures 0.3 nanometers per base pair, right? The diameter of the nucleosome core particle is 11 nanometers. If the ratio of wrapped DNA to the nucleosome diameter is 4.51, so we need to find out that how much is the length of the DNA around the nucleosome would be. We have to find out the approximate number of the base pairs. So over here you are given that you have to find out the nearest value altogether. So this one is a NAT. This question depicts the main difference between your CSIR examination and your GATE examination. CSIR would ask you a question about the nucleosome core particles models, maybe solenoid model, zigzag model, or it might ask you the statements for the same. Over here in the GATE examination, it is checking your calculations, that whether or not you have understood that how does the entire segment occurs, or how does whether or not you have understood the calculation part or not. So give it a try to the question. Let me see how many of you can mark the answer for this. Then we'll do it together. Yes, mark the answer. Which book is best for GATE XL preparation? Raghav, during this time when you have your examination round the corner, I would suggest you go for something which is consolidated. There is no as such specific book for the same altogether. If you wish, you can have the revision capsules that we have curated, or if you want to go into the detailed format, I have entire like ebooks as well. Let me share that segment also. So whatever is your requirement, you can take it up accordingly. During this time, purchasing an entire book altogether won't help you much, because you have your examination in absolute a month, like exactly a month, I would say. I am sharing the link for the book as well. In this time, purchasing. Okay, so this is the ebooks that we have. You can check this up. Mark the answer for this, everyone. Let me see how many of you can mark the correct answer for this. Try it out. Solve the question. That's very good. That's very, very good. So good to know about this. This time I am working on the GATE examination as well in a like dedicated manner. So make sure you join in the GATE exam as well. GATE exam classes also, because we have a month. So I thought of like starting off with an entire new segment on the app, on our course on our YouTube about GATE, and then we will be having classes for BARC as well, which will be there in March. So we'll be having classes for BARC as well. So this time I'm targeting multiple exams. After that, as and when we get DBT, I'll be targeting DBT examination also. Don't worry. This time we are trying to help you out in every sphere possible, and I have curated short notes, short bullet pointer capsule notes and everything. Last time for CSIR, I curated an entire revision capsule for the GATE, for the like CSIR, which was 150-page PDF, and it helped the students like in a very good manner for part B, some segments of part C as well. For the same matter, I have curated for GATE examination, I have curated this revision capsule specific for your subject. You can take it up for microbiology, botany, zoology, chemistry, biochemistry, and you can prepare or you can revise all the things in the simplest manner. Very good, very good. Okay, let's solve this question. So question is asking you about the length of the entire DNA. So question is asking you to find out the number of base pairs that would be there based upon what the various different informations are. So see, the nucleosome diameter is given to us as 11 nanometers. See, the diameter of nucleosome core is 11. So 11 nanometer is here. We are given the ratio of wrapped DNA. Wait a second. You are given the ratio for the wrapped DNA length divided by the diameter as 4.51. So from here, if I want to find out the wrapped DNA length, I have my diameter. I can like rearrange it. See, wrapped DNA length upon the diameter is given to you as 4.51. You have the diameter as 11. So calculate it accordingly. Wrapped DNA length would be equal to what? It will be 4.51 into 11, right? So you get 49.61 as your solution. Now you need to find out the DNA rise. So it is 0.34 as it is given to you. The DNA double helix measures 0.34 nanometers. So 0.34 nanometers per base pair. So this is my wrapped DNA length. This is my DNA rise given to me. So if I divide my length by the rise, I will be able to find out approximate how many base pairs are there in total, right? It will be equal to 1, like it is saying to the nearest integer, we need to have a whole number over here. So 145.9. So nearest integer is 146. What will be the answer over here? 146 base pairs will be the answer. Did you understand the question? Take a minute, pause, go through the calculation, we will move forward accordingly. Yes, is the question clear to all? Perfect. Let's move forward. Make sure that you're solving out the questions as well. Let's solve this particular question because NAT is also numerical type questions are of very good importance and you need to have a good idea about the numerical type questions as well. Or let's do one thing, because students are not very comfortable in solving NAT over here. Let's go for the other question. So this question is from the GATE 2024 part. Which of the following pair of amino acid is not incorporated in the polypeptide chain? So which pair of amino acid is not incorporated in polypeptide chain? First is 4-hydroxyproline and gamma carboxyl glutamate, gamma carboxyl glutamate and desmosine, orethine and citrulline, and 4-hydroxyproline and 5-hydroxylysine. Mark the answer for this because choosing up the options from here is comparatively easier. Mark it. Which of the following pair of amino acid is not incorporated in the polypeptide chain? Okay. What's your actual name? SAL Biology. Yes, what is your actual name? Okay. Answer for this is orethine and citrulline. So these are non-proteinaceous and not encoded into the polypeptide chains, wherein hydroxyproline, hydroxylysine and gamma hydroxyglutamate and desmogin, they are post-translationally formed residues that are present in the protein. So what will be the answer for the same? Answer will be orethine and citrulline. Very good. These two are the ones that are, these are like urea cycle intermediates. Okay. So remember about this. C is the answer. Next question. If I have like if the mammalian cell are cultured at a lower temperature of 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, it leads to an increase in the sterol content in the membrane. Elevated sterol in the membrane results in which of the following? Enhancement in the membrane lipidity, fluidity, stabilization of membrane proteins, increase in membrane permeability and a decrease in the membrane fluidity. Mammalian cultures, cells are cultured at a lower temperature 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, leads to an increased sterol content in the membrane. Elevated sterol in the membrane will result in what? So in a way you have to find out that if you are having a higher concentration of sterols, how will the membrane permeability, fluidity increases or decreases or get stabilized? That's what the question is. Mark the answer. let's see, mammalian cell cultured at low temperature leads to an increased sterol content in the membrane. Elevated sterol in the membrane results in what? It leads to an increase in the membrane or an enhancement in the membrane fluidity. Aditi, A will be the correct answer. Higher sterol, that means higher cholesterol at temperature, at lower temperature, prevents the tight acyl chains packing, buffering the cell transition. That means it helps in maintaining or increasing the fluidity altogether, right? So it will help in the enhancement of the membrane fluidity, not decreasing it. C and D would be wrong. Increase in the permeability won't be correct. Decrease in the membrane fluidity won't be correct. Answer would be option number A, that it leads to enhancement in the membrane fluidity. Okay, remember about this. Sterol, so just recall it in terms of cholesterol, right? Cholesterol is a type of a sterol. So cholesterol is something which helps in maintenance or which helps in the fluidity getting increased and decreased based upon the conditions, based upon higher temperature or lower temperature, right? So I hope it's clear. Next question, which of the following metabolic intermediate is common to glycolysis, nucleotide synthesis and glycogen synthesis? Very interesting and very easy question. Good evening everyone, good evening. What is your name? And from where do you people get such interesting username for YouTube? I don't understand. What is your name? Good evening. Which of the following metabolic intermediates is common to glycolysis, nucleotide synthesis and glycogen synthesis? Citrate, oxaloacetate, glucose 6-phosphate, glycerol 3-phosphate. Mark it. Very good, Aditi. Others also. Question is, which of the following metabolic intermediate is common to glycolysis, nucleotide synthesis and glycogen synthesis? So yes, glucose 6-phosphate, it's a key branch point. Like if you have learnt about these three different processes and if you remember the various steps altogether, you can recall that it is the one that enters glycolysis, provides ribose 5-phosphate for nucleotide synthesis via PPP. What is PPP? Yes. What is this? What is the full form of PPP? And it serves as a precursor for your glycogen synthesis as well, right? So what will be the answer? Third will be the answer. Glucose 6-phosphate is a common or a intermediate for all of these three. Next question. In mammalian cells or in the mammals, hematopoietic stem cells that give rise to different type of blood cells are known as which type of cell? Totipotent, pluripotent, myeloid progenitor or lymphoid progenitor? Yes, it is pentose phosphate pathway. Yes, what is the answer for this? In mammals, hematopoietic stem cells that give rise to different type of blood cells, they are known as totipotent stem cell, pluripotent stem cells, myeloid progenitor cells and lymphoid progenitor cells. Mark the answer. Very simple, very easy. Do not be in a hurry of marking the answer. Read the question carefully before marking first. Okay, let's see. So these are your pluripotent stem cell, not totipotent, not myeloid progenitor. SAL biology. Why in a hurry to mark the answer? B is the answer, not C. B is the answer. Very simple. Like whenever we learn about the stem cell segment, this is the first thing that we study. We have different type of classes of stem cells: totipotent, pluripotent, unipotent, multipotent, nullipotent. So pluripotent is what? The one in which it can give rise to different type of similar variety of cells. So pluripotent is that. When it is giving rise to different type of blood cells, it is talking about the pluripotent stem cells that we have, right? B is the answer. Next question, easy again. Which of the following, which one or more of the following? Now this one is a MSQ, multiple select question. Which of the following statements correctly describes the addition of N nucleotides during the rearrangement of immunoglobulin heavy chain encoding genes? Mark this. Which of the following statement correctly describes the addition of N nucleotide during the rearrangement of immunoglobulin? So happy to know this, so happy. You can join our Lakshya batch as well. It's a completely free of cost guidance batch where you get, or right now we are revising for GATE XL specifically. So join in there on daily basis. It's a completely free of cost guidance series. Let me share the link. And so good to see many students joining in. If you people join in on daily basis, I will conduct a class regularly. So how many of you are thinking of joining in daily? Yes. How many of you are thinking of joining in daily? If you people take up this thing that every day 4 p.m. you people want to join, or you people will be joining in, I will conduct a class. I saw one video telling book is just copy. That means what? Which book is just a copy? Many of these are there in the my backpack. I don't know who are you talking about. You can take feedback from the students that are there in the class, because I think work speaks better. I need not to like exam cracker book. Okay, have you seen the sample altogether? Before judging the book, we have curated it in such a good manner. If people are, obviously you will find every type of review to pull us down or not provide you with the correct information, but I think you have good capability. WhatsApp me or join my Telegram, or wherever you wish to, you can ask in the students and you will get to understand what the level of content you get in our books. You can WhatsApp me on this number, it's given on the screen as well, and you can see the sample yourself. Every single day we are dispatching a number of books, and I don't think which YouTube video did you see which says that exam cracker book is a copy of what? Like, if someone is claiming that my books are a copy, so copy of what? There must be some reference of that copying, right? So which copy are whatever whosoever the student person is referring to. Which one of the following statement correctly describes the addition of N nucleotide during the rearrangement of a immunoglobulin heavy chain encoding genes? So addition of N nucleotide is template encoded. N nucleotides are added to the terminal deoxynucleotidal transferase. Then the added N nucleotide, they are common to VD and DJ junctions, and then N nucleotides are added by the DNA polymerase 2. Question is asking you that which one statement or more than one statement is describing correct information about the addition of the N nucleotides that we talk about. So B and C. So N nucleotides are what? These are non-templated additions that are made up by the terminal deoxynucleotidal transferases. So they are occurring at V and D junctions, VD and DJ junctions. So both of your B and C statements are correct. First and fourth are wrong because N nucleotides, these are the non-template coded, not the template coded one. So you can eliminate that. And fourth is also wrong because these are non-template coded. Why will it be getting added with the help of some enzyme, right? So B and C are correct. Okay, this one is easy. A newly identified viral protein contains one long alpha helix spanning 60 amino acids. Okay. It is saying that they are added by the DNA polymerase 2. So this is saying template coded. Your N nucleotides are non-template coded, so they do not require any additional segment to add in. So they'll get added without the template. Can you please tell the price of batch? Okay, I'll tell you about that. Just give me 1 minute. Let's finish this off. The newly identified viral proteins contain one long alpha helix which is having 60 amino acids. So how many hydrogen bonds will be there? There's a very simple example, very simple formula for this. So just try to recall that formula and get the answer. If you can recall, a similar question got asked in December 24 or June 24 on the same part, on the similar segment about the number of hydrogen bonds being there, and I think over there the amino acids were 15. So same question was there in CSIR as well. If I'm not wrong, over there it was talking about 15 amino acids, and over here it is 60 amino acid in the GATE exam. Vishal, whenever you are marking the answer, make sure you are marking it correctly. First thing. Second thing, this is a numerical ability question, right? So whenever we are writing or marking the answer for numerical ability, you do not have an option, right? You have to correctly enter the digit. So make sure you are doing it properly and you are not making a mistake in it, okay? Yes, how much will it be? It will be 56. Why 56? So whenever we learn about the formation of alpha helix, or going a bit back, whenever we learn about the structure of the protein, so there are 4 different levels of complexity: primary, tertiary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. In the secondary structure of protein, we have alpha helix and beta sheets being formed. In the alpha helix, from primary to alpha helix, primary is a linear chain. From primary to alpha helix formation, we have the bonds being formed in, and as a result you get to see this type of structure, right? So as a result of, for stabilizing these structures, we require different types of bonds, and one of the prominent bond is your hydrogen bond that we talk about. So when alpha helix are getting formed, between the first and the fifth member, first amino acid and the fifth amino acid, you have a hydrogen bond being formed in. So from first to fifth, right, second, sixth, third, seventh, so there would always be a difference or a gap of 4 amino acid, right? So how many hydrogen bonds will be formed. So between first and fourth, second and sixth, third and seventh, so on and so forth. So we'll be subtracting it, or to find out the number of hydrogen bond, it is n minus 4. So when I have 60 amino acids given in, number of hydrogen bonds formed will be 60 minus 4, which is 56. Did you understand the question and the entire concept behind it? Yes. Can you like quickly recall this, revise this, and just let me know in the comment section whether everything is clear for this question. If yes, we'll move forward to the next question. And also, if any one of you wants to practice numerical ability questions, I have curated an entire, I will be continuing it, but you people have to join in, because I'll be very honest, it becomes very disappointing if students are not joining in and I have to sit in the class with not even a single student joining in. That's a very disheartening and a disrespectful thing. So if you people are ready to join regularly at 4 p.m, I can take up a class till 7th February. I have no issue in it, because I have kept one slot for YouTube class every day. If you people want to join in and if you people are getting the help out of it, I have no issue in taking up a class. For me, helping my students is of utmost priority. Okay, so the student who was asking about the course, let me just tell you a bit about the course. So see, this is the rankers batch that we have. Today only we had our first introductory class. It was a free of cost segment. From tomorrow we have the main batch starting in, right? Every day 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. you will be having 2 classes every single day. Complete syllabus with 13 units will be covered in the course with general aptitude. In addition, every single week you will be having tests, daily questions will be there, detailed preparation will be taken into consideration. You will be given these 3 books, the exam cracker book, the 2 books, and the previous year question paper book will be delivered to your doorstep in this entire segment. Then 12 months access will be there, like you will have the course for entire 1 year. So if you wish to join in, you can join in on the same. You can download our application and join. We keep a number of students very limited in the batch so that I can concentrate more on the students, and you are also getting a personalized attention altogether, right? Then you can WhatsApp me on this number, download the application and get it done. The original pricing of the course is 6,500 till 8th of January. The pricing is flat 30% off and you get it in around 4650 along with books, 1 year access and everything else included in. Okay, so the one student who was asking about the batch, and others also if you wish to, this batch is completely English because majority of the students are there in from the English background, so it will be completely English. If you wish to have anything asked in Hindi, I provide that as well, don't worry about it. Safe score for 10 to 100 rank depends upon the category. I'll read completely more about like the exact safe score about. Let's do this one. Which of the following restriction endonuclease is a blunt cutter? Buffering. Is it working fine now? Aditi, is it working fine now? Which of the following restriction endonuclease is a blunt cutter? Video stopped. Is it working fine? Okay, perfect. So I was talking about the Lakshya batch and everything. I think network is fine from my end. Let me check. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, it will work fine now. Okay, is it working now? There was some technical issue. Perfect, perfect. There was some technical error. Okay, okay. Let's quickly solve up the remaining 2 or 3 more questions. Then we'll wrap up the class today. Okay. Which of the following restriction endonuclease is a blunt cutter? Mark the answer. BAMH1, EcoR1, HIN3 and EcoRV. Which is a blunt cutter? EcoRV, very good. So it is a blunt cutter. This one is a simple question. Let's do one more. Okay, now this one is a 2 marker. The metabolic intermediates provide the backbone for the synthesis of amino acids. Match the metabolic intermediates listed in the column 1 and column 2 with their corresponding amino acids. So alpha ketoglutarate, ribose 5-phosphate, 3-phosphoglycerate and phosphoenol pyruvate, and over here you have their corresponding amino acid. You need to find out which of the following is the correct segment. Mark it. Last question for today. Mark it, mark the answer for this. Metabolic intermediates provide the backbone for the synthesis of the amino acids. Match the metabolic intermediates listed in column 1 with their corresponding amino acids in column 2. So what should be the answer for the question? The answer is option number A. So alpha ketoglutarate is the glutamate family, ribose 5-phosphate is histidine, 3-phosphoglycerate is serine, and then phosphoenol pyruvate phenylalanine, right? So what is the answer for this? A is the correct answer for this particular segment. Very easy, very simple question. So make sure to keep a note of this segment as well. It's a 2 marker question in the exam. Remember, in the GATE examination you have 3 different type of questions, I would say. You have MCQ, 1 marker and 2 marker. You have multiple select questions and you have the numerical ability questions. In the multiple choice question, for every like 1 question, 1 marker question, you have a negative of I think 0.25, and yeah, 0.25. For this you have 0.67. For MSQ and for NAT there is no negative marking. Let me just cross check. For 1 marker it is 0.5 only, 0.025 only. If I am not wrong, question paper pattern. One third, no, it is 0.33. This is 1/3. 0.33 for 1, 0.67 for 2 markers, and then MCQ and MSQ, right? So this one is a 2 marker question. If you get the question correct, you have the 2 mark awarded, and if you get it wrong, 0.67 will be deducted, right? So this is a question, homework question for you all. make sure you read the question carefully and mark it. In the next class we'll start with the same, right? We'll start with this particular question from tomorrow. In the tomorrow session, join in at 4 p.m. I'll schedule a live class for you tomorrow itself, right now itself, for tomorrow as well. So join in daily and we'll discuss as many questions as possible in the tomorrow's session as well. So if you're someone who's preparing for the examination properly, take up these revision GATE capsule. They are going to help you out. You can come up in our mock test series. They are very, very helpful for you. They'll help you in revising, practicing more than 100 papers altogether. And we have our rankers batch that started today. The first theory batch class will be tomorrow morning. So join in here as well. We have exam cracker books available for you for 1399 in the offer pricing till 8. So you can join in. So all the best, good luck, and all the links are in the description box. And let's meet in the next class. Okay, bye everyone, take care.